is your host Klaus, and we are here on another episode of, well, I won't call it, well, I'll just call it daily analysis. Um, Before we get into anything new today, that's just because it's kind of a trade I did yesterday on Volatility 75. I think it hit SL because I haven't checked it. I think it hit SL, but it did go to like more than 50 before it kind of reversed. That is before I went to sleep last night. So yeah, it gets more than 50% before it reversed. And then on this one, I wanted to wait for it to get down here. I was like, let me just do a risky kind of thing because there's sometimes where you'll be under pressure to like just get a trade. So I just put it around there. The market was there already. So I put it around there and then it reversed. So initially I wanted to just put it this very level here. And if I had put it this very level, I would have gotten a sniper entry all the way to this very place here. This is where I wanted to end it. As you can see, I drew a line there. But I was like, let me just indulge my greed. So if I indulge my greed and it doesn't work as planned, then I have to curtail my greed. So with this here, it shows that I have to curtail my greed. And then there were other trades that I took. Like I removed it. There was one a sell on here. I put it to get back to this very level. It didn't get back to that level. That is why I actually took this trade around there. Because of I did two yesterday and they didn't get to that level and then they continued the buy or sell. This was the buy. This was the first one. Wait, is this the first or the second? Okay, I did three yesterday. This was the first, yeah. I was waiting for it to get back to this level, yeah. Then it sold and for it to sell, but I was already here. So I didn't want to like use this very candle here. So I just left it as it was. So I missed this. Did a second one here. It came all the way here, gave us our PD. Then that is PD or liquidity or power of three. Then I was expecting it to like get all the way to this very level, then start going back up. But it just used this fair value gap. So I didn't really even see this fair value gap here. So I missed that also. Then the third one, which was this one here, missed it also. That is why I then decided to use my grid on here. But I should have just put my TP around here because if I put my TP initially where it should have been, yeah, then I wouldn't had um gone back to a reverse because I saw that this was a sell. I saw that this market was going for a sell. It has already formed an M in the higher time frame, which they say that if you are trading volatility 75, once you see an M, is a reversal. So I saw the M, so I knew that now we are going for sells, no longer buys. But if you are going for buys, you'll just be going for short buys, but ultimately be waiting for a sell. So I saw this, I knew that this was my sell because this was my 1 hour. It was my 1 hour candle. Yeah, I was trading in between this to this was the previous 1 hour candle, and this to this was a new 1 hour candle. So I was trading in that 1 hour time frame. So that is why this could have been this did this very thing it did on here. So I also have a Telegram group where I opened it, not a group I say, it's a channel. I post trades that I analyze on there. It's more like a journal also to help me keep record of trade I got in and everything. So I just opened it day before yesterday, which was Saturday, and I've already put most of the trades I took. I put them there. Um, let's go for the other ones. Okay, wait, before we go to the other one, there's a trade I took here and I told you people about. And as you can see, it got in. Let me see where it did get in from. It got in from around this very level, went up, came back down, retested. I could have gotten a trade around here if I wanted to. Like I could have gotten another. Then he eventually gave us our TP. This was a 4.17. So if you are risking accordingly, we are four times what you um four times your SL. So this one hits the TP, then we had our sell, which is the one that I told you that I missed. And yep, that is that. I eventually come to analyze it because I need to get a trade today. I'll do it later. Let me see. Mm. We'll come back later for it. We should check orders. I think I did a trade on this yesterday. Yeah, a sell. I did a sell on it yesterday, and this is the sell. And he hit TP. Wait, let me see. Yeah, he eventually hit TP around this very level. Yeah, there's no need to drag it up. We'll just cover more space. So from here, you can see that it eventually hits the TP. Why did I even take this trade? This was a 1 hour candle. From here, this was the high of the 1 hour, this was the low of the 1 hour, and then it broke. So I said it has to retest this very level here or get up to here. Any of this level it retests, it will go down. But if it breaks above it, then it has changed to a buy. That was my initiative for taking this trade. That's why my trade was from here and my SL was above this very level. So I was like, it could take this out, take this out. It shouldn't take this out, but if it does, that means that it's going to change the whole market structure, because from the higher time frame is a sell. So I just went according to it. And as you can see, it didn't break this level. It tested it and then came down. It did do a bunch of downs before it went accordingly. Then the next one, I gave a step 25 that day. I think I gave step VIX 50. So I'll also check all this. So you'll see that we'll see if we actually went on a loss or on a TP. Is this the one I gave? No, that is not the one I gave. The one I gave was this is the one I gave online. I gave this, and as you can see, I put it here that I said it was going to get probably test all the way to this very level, then still go down. But then the market didn't test all the way to this level. It just tested. This was the one that came, kind of tested it, but then it went down. Then it closed this very market here. Let's say open a new one. And initially I said we need a candle to close below this line. If a candle close below this line, then we'll sell. So this one close below the line, then I put the entry there and it hit our TP. This TP was an order block. If you go to the other side, you will see that it was another block that was there. So it respected that. Now, why we lost this very one here? We lost this very one here because we had this formation here, tested it through, broke this through, but then it formed another very formed another line around there. So this was like a new formation, yeah. And it did go, it came, then it retested it. So I didn't actually see this on time. If I had found this on time, I would have changed the um market, because if you see, this was an uptrend. This was an uptrend. And then in the fact that it was an uptrend, they kind of respected these other blocks on here, respected also. So it didn't really break this other block. This was the main one it should have broken. If it had broken this very main one, yeah, then it would have sold. But it didn't break this very one. It just broke. This is very small. Gave us very small shift, so you could have gotten maybe a little bit or something, but it's not something very high. So this was the main one it should have broken. If it had broken this, then we'll be waiting for a retest. Then we'll wait for a retest and then a continuation. But because it didn't break it, came here, gave us this, retested, then it started going back, started going up again. So that was why we had this loss here. Then volatility 50. I think this was also a TP. Everything I did that day was kind of like a TP. But did I not enter anything? Yeah. Ah, this is it. He hit our TP. TP was hit around there. So that was a nice something. And then as of this one was something I did yesterday. I mapped out two scenarios, but based on the fact that it wasn't actually clear. It wasn't really clear, so I didn't really take anything on yet. So I was just waiting for any of the scenarios to play. So what it did is that I said is we have to get up to here, right? It has to get down below this level. That is when I will know, yes, it's going to sell. Then when it gets up to this level, we'll retest probably up to here, then it will sell. This is for the sell side. Now I played another one also that it might get up to this very level because it wasn't looking clear. Because like I said, this was looking kind of, you can see down, down, up, up. So movement wasn't really clear on this market. So I said, yeah, it has to come down, probably break this very level. If it breaks, it must break all the way to this very level. Now, if you break all the way to this very level, if you retest, then we have a buy. So now what you will see happening is that it didn't even come down here because this was where the market was at. It didn't come down to break this very level here. It was just staying between the level, came up all the way here, came down here, down. It didn't break this very level here, but then eventually it came down to sell, and then it still came back, retested this very level because what I said was that it has to break this, come back, retest this level. This is the level I wanted it to retest. Then it might give us an extra bump at the top. Now this level, this level takes this whole candle also. So you could say your trade, could put your trade around this very level. So the market didn't really test that very level, but it came close to it, and then it went down, down, and it's still going down. So that was that. Today, what I wanted to do that day was on gold. Did I do anything on here? Okay, I don't think I did anything on here. What I wanted to do that day was on gold, and found out it was Saturday. so I couldn't do anything on it. So today, Monday, we're looking at gold. We've already taken a bunch of time explaining the previous one. So, oh, fuck, I don't like this. I don't like this. That candle is what I needed for this very illustration here, and it's not present. It's not present. Now, I don't know what I want to do without that particular candle. Let's go to you can go to trading view and see if we see it. I even I'll just go for gold. Yep. I hope it's this. Ah, one day. Ah, it's also not present here. It's also not present. But based on what you are saying, yeah, this is a buy, liquidity, and this is a buy. So we'll just assume that the candle here also kind of continue to buy. Then we should just get to the 1 hour time frame, see what we have on there. This is the one. This is where we are seeing this invisibility here. So as you can see, it's actually, yep, a buy. Then the 1 hour time frame, this is our current hourly frame. So let's use this. Use the top and then the bottom of it. Now we'll go to the 5 minute time frame. This is how I trade now. Because like I tried this on volatility 75 for like 2 days, and it felt like I was practicing it for like 3 days or so. So no, it felt like I was practicing for like a week or so. So it's like something that works very well. So on this very level, this is a sell. Yep. It will sell, we should just say it will sell all the way to this very level, yeah. Probably all the way to this very level because there's a fair value gap around here. There's a fair value gap here. Yeah, somehow closed it, came back up to retest this. So this is our, we are talking about power of three. This is our power of three, yeah. Came up this liquidity. You can say liquidity sweep or whatever they call it. Then it's still coming down. So you could literally say you take your trade anywhere around here. Just take we should just I should just put it down and then we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Okay, no, I can't save it on here. Let me go back to um this very one here. So we'll go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, I did something of this nature, and what I was expecting was for the market to get all the way to this very level. If it doesn't get to this level, we don't um we don't sell. But if it gets to that level, we sell. So as it didn't get up to that very level, we didn't get the trade, so we weren't on any loss or anything of. So for this wasn't a loss or anything of that nature. So what will be coming for here? We could just say we'll just wait for the buy. Just put our line so I understand what you're looking at. Yeah. And then the second one around here. Now we go to the 5 minute time frame. These are 5 minute time frame. So our 5 minute time frame, this could be a sell to this very level or to this other block around here. So either way, you could just take the sell, which is kind of risky, but ultimately we are just waiting for a buy. So if we are waiting for a buy, what we just have to do is wait for this market to get all the way to this very level, probably retest this level again, then goes up. Then we'll have our buy set up around there. Then we'll have our movement on there. Because ultimately this is a buy, it's not a sell. If you are selling, we are just going for a short time sell. So you can just wait for your buy. So I'll say that is just it for today. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow we'll just start with something, just start with a new chart. No need for all this back testing because I cannot really give any. Okay, tomorrow the only thing we are going to test is probably this gold to see the movement. Then after it, we then get into another chart altogether. So this is it for today. Do subscribe, do follow, subscribe, follow, comment. Do give me a thumbs up also. So that is that. Thanks for watching. Till the next time.